Hi friends, welcome back. I am Rekha and in my previous video we have discussed about Java variables and data types. The data types, they specify the different sizes and values that can be stored in the variable. So two types of data types are there. We have seen this primitive data types and non-primitive data types. This we are going to see in coming videos also. These are the different primitive means predefined data types. So there are 8 different primitive data types: byte, boolean, all this. And this is a list of Java keywords which are key to the code. So coming back to Java literals, where I have stopped in the previous session, and today we'll see Java literals, different types, and also we'll see with the IDE, Eclipse IDE, how to install IDE, that we are going to see. So let's begin. So Java literals, they are of three types: integer literals, floating point literals, character string, and literals, they are underscore characters which are also specified in between the numeric literals. So this underscore character is used after Java 7 onwards. So what are literals? As I've already told you, that it's the source code representation of a fixed value, like int I equal to 200. So as I said, int is the data type, I is the variable, and 200 is the literal value which we are giving it. See, I have listed out all the different types of the literal, and with the corresponding examples. So like integer is having 10, long will have 1000, L, where L belongs to long, so it can be capital or small. Null is null, that is given to the object. And string is Java program when we want to specify set of characters, like words like Java, hello, and that can be given within the double quotes. Coming to character, it is within the single quote we have to specify a letter. Now double and float, they are given for decimals, where double is double precision, and floating point we use it for single precision, and it takes F as the letter. It can be either capital or small. And coming to boolean, it will take either true or false value. Now coming to this is again I have listed out, you can go through each of the example here. And apart from this, as I mentioned, the last one as the underscore, that is used from Java SE 7 onwards. So this is used to improve readability of the code. When a long number is there, big number is there, and if it is like how we read it in maths with a comma, or international standard or Indian standard, putting up the commas in between. So like that, even Java has taken this as underscore as the advantage to read the big numbers properly. It makes task easier. And this is the list I have given for do's and don'ts, what you should, which is the valid syntax and which is the invalid. So compiler will throw the error if it is invalid. So this should be known. So here I have listed out at the beginning or the end of the number, where should not be there. Underscore shouldn't be there in the beginning or end. It should be always between the numbers, within the number range. So that you can remember. And other than that is adjacent to a decimal point. This is wrong. Now if it is when we put float and long, we put a suffix F and L, so it shouldn't be near to that or before that. So here I have mentioned some examples, please go through that. Now this is about Java literals. So before going to data types and other with the proper examples, I would like to mention about Eclipse here. I'm going to use an IDE. Now first of all, what is IDE and why do you need it? What are the different IDEs in the market? So IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. So we have different IDEs in the market like NetBeans, Eclipse, IntelliJ, but here I'm going to use Eclipse, and that is I'm going to show you how to install. But before that, before telling about what why do you need Eclipse and IDE, because when we write, I have shown you the first program how it is on the notepad. So just you have to type a notepad, suppose it's a big program, you have to write, you have to save, then you have to compile, go to DOS prompt, you have to compile it, then you have to run, you have to check. So all these things you have to do it. So being a programmer, it sometimes get very difficult for big programs to just check the mistakes and again go back to notepad. So these IDEs actually makes the work easier, so that we can concentrate on the coding part rather than for structure or for everything. So all software to use all this until it will be easy for us to code. That is one thing and very important as well. Now so this IDE tool, it is used for Java development, as I said, and we can download it by going to the Google and type here Eclipse download. You will find Eclipse IDE for Java EE, that is enterprise, when you want to go for some big applications, when like enterprise level, and Java, this Eclipse IDE for Java developers, that is when you want to write some small applications or coding small programs, or in fact core Java, these kind of applications. So you can go with this. So when you click, you will find some packages here, and these packages based on your whether you want for Eclipse for Windows or other this thing, all it's listed here. It will go to Eclipse website. So here many downloads are there, so you can always go with the new. You will find this, you can download this one, or it is listed here. Based on the Windows Windows 64-bit, you can download the proper package here, and once it starts, it will take time here to download. Once you click it, it will 1 second, yeah, I'll show you how it will be downloaded as a zip file here in your downloads. Yeah, this one, like this. So what you have to do, you have to extract it. It will be a zip folder. It is just like a plug-in, plug-and-play software. It's a plug-and-play software, so you no need to install it. You have to just extract all to your C drive or D drive, and then it will be installed. And once you extract it, it will come like this. So because I've already installed in my machine, so Eclipse IDE is there. So hope you like the video, and next session we are going to, like, I'm going to explain you how to write program or how to use Eclipse IDE, how to create new project, Java programs. From now onwards we will see coding in this. We are going to type all the code here and we'll execute it. So that's it for today's session. Please like, share and subscribe.